Ladies and gentlemen, I'm joined by one of the great egg donors of all time, a superstar, an undisputed superstar in the world of in vitro fertilization, a fallopian phenomenon, super egg donor, Miss Bella Pipik. This is great. Bella, congratulations on your achievements. I understand the American Fertility Society named you Queen Bee 1993.
Well, thank you, Gary. You know, it is a pleasure to still be ovulating so voraciously after all these years. Now, if only I could learn to enjoy poached eggs.
I'd imagine so. Now, Bella, I understand the process of donating eggs is quite painful, no?
Oh, it's a grueling process. It takes 3 weeks of injections, blood tests, ultrasound, and mood swings. But in the end, after about 3 weeks of all that, I'm able to produce about 24 fertile eggs.
Fascinating. Now, what motivates you to keep popping them out? How many have you produced?
Well, the average female in a lifetime, Gary, will produce about 400,000 eggs, but with my extra shots of estrogen and with the replicas of Michelangelo's David that I keep in my apartment, I have been so far able to produce about 700,000 eggs. And I might add that only 1 in 17 has that extra chromosome.
That's remarkable. Mm-hmm. Why? Why do you keep doing it, though?
Well, I can sum it up in one word, Gary. It's love. I just really enjoy being able to give children to otherwise infertile couples.
Well, let's be honest, Bella, you do get paid, right?
Oh, yeah. Well, since I am able to really ovulate in such mass production, I can offer my eggs at bargain basement prices. I can absolutely beat out the competition. And also, my eggs come with a money-back guarantee.
Does anyone actually ever return your eggs?
Well, I have a simple rule. You bring me back the receipt, you get a fresh egg. I have had some unscrupulous customers. In fact, there are 3 eggs in me right now that are from Guam.
Now, you mentioned, I'm curious about this, that the donation process is quite painful. How do you put yourself at ease? How do you mentally prepare yourself to donate eggs?
Well, it is a painful process, but what I do is I sort of sing a little ditty that kind of gets me in the mood. It sort of goes like this. Just sit right back and I'll sing you a song of a fertilized egg that started in a petri dish. Its parents called it Meg. Meg's dad was a brave turkey baster, mom's ovum bright and ripe. So it goes on.
That's wonderful. How does your husband feel about your donating?
Oh, he is completely supportive. In fact, he has taken to sometimes absolutely turning me upside down and shaking me by my ankles to kind of speed up my ovulation process.
Sure.
And he has even gone so far as to even make sure that he is sober when he's giving me my estrogen shots.
That's wonderful. Now, this is sort of hard for me to bring up right now. Ethically, some people have voiced an opinion. They've said that what were to happen if after spreading your genes, okay, like you're doing,
sure,
if 2 of these future children were to meet and to have their own children. Okay.
You know, I say ethnics, schmechnics. You know, I have been told that there are probably enough of my kids out there to fill up the Coliseum. But, you know, cousins marrying cousins, what's the big deal? I mean, look at Garth Brooks. Think positive, I say. I figure that the kind of genetic damage I am causing is really going to probably change the curve when your kids are ready to take their SATs.
That's a good way to look at it. Now, I understand, Bella, that commercially you've become a big hit.
Oh,
huh?
Yeah. As a matter of fact, just recently I have become a spokesperson of sorts for McDonald's, actually featured in their Egg McMuffin ads.
Terrific.
You know, you can enjoy an Egg McMuffin anywhere, even in the stirrups. And also, I want to add, this is, I think it's just going to be hitting the papers today, the LA City Council is about to name one of its new subways after me. It's going to be called the Fallopian Tube.
Now, this I get a kick out of this. You have a rather unique license plate, too, huh?
Yeah, I do, Gary. It's called E pluribus ovum, which means in eggs we trust.
You know, Bella, it's not often that I tear up during an interview, but I think you've hit a nerve with me personally. I I think you're bringing a lot of joy into the lives of barren, childless couples who are either shooting blanks or dried up like the Mojave Desert. I think that's something else. You know, I want to thank you for sharing your eggs with infertile couples and for spending this time with us.
Well, thank you, Gary. It's been my pleasure.
Thank you very much. Ladies and gentlemen, Bella Pipik, Miss Queen Bee, 1993.
You tear it up again?